Mochasons, we are pleased to take you on an introductory tour of the history of coffee and its relationship to the Yemeni city of Mocha. From Yemen, the land of the Sabian and Himyarite civilization in southern Arabia, the coffee journey began to make its way around the world. During the reign of Queen Bilqis, Yemen had taken the mines and was described as the home of paradise. The King Solomon's hoopoe made his way towards this paradise to explore the area. Also, as the nature, spices, frankincense and power contributed in the prominence of Yemen in ancient times, the distinctive Yemeni coffee added an important role in the prominence of a Yemen city called Mocha. At the beginning of the 15th century, it is said that one of the Yemenis named Ali bin Omar al-Qurashi settled in Mocha, and it is attributed to him the discovery of the coffee plant by chewing it. Ali moved the coffee to his son-in-law the Sultan of Eastern Abyssinia, Sa'd al-Din al-Mujahid. This was during the reign of Banu Rasul, who had a close relationship with the Sultan of the Rasulid state in Yemen, where the Sultan became aware of the coffee cultivation. After the demise of the state of Banu Rasul, they were succeeded by Banu Taha, and during the reign of these two states, Yemen grew economically and emerged in mathematical, astronomical and marine sciences and competed with maritime states such as Portugal and Turkey. The Yemeni sailor Ibn Majid al-Adani was graduated from the schools of Banu Taha. The Portuguese and the Circassian Mamluks were trying to extend their control over the port of Mocha to monopolize its exports such as spices and coffee. However, the Ottomans had the upper hand and coffee began making its way to Constantinople and Europe during the reign of Sultan Sulayman after his naval forces took control of the Yemeni ports. Queen Elizabeth I had issued an order at the end of the year 1600 to establish the British East India Company and granted it the privilege to establish commercial projects with the countries of the Arabian Peninsula and the Red Sea region. The ship Accession led by Captain Alexander Sharpie reached Mocha in 1609. The following year 1610, 3 English ships led by Sir Henry Middleton arrived in Mocha. In the year 1612, Captain John Surris arrived to Mocha, and later the Anne Royal ship led by Captain Schilling also arrived, and an agreement was concluded to export coffee with a 3% tax. The Dutch had also a rival presence as they arrived to Mocha in 1614, via a naval fleet led by Pieter Broek, to try to establish a Dutch agency in an attempt to conclude an agreement, while the French presence was late compared to the English and Dutch presence. The French concluded a treaty via de la Lande in 1709, with the ruler of Yemen, Imam Mahdi. With the departure of the French in 1762, the way opened for the British to engage in the export of coffee and Yemeni trade to European countries, but in 1785, the American presence in Mocha to import coffee had an impact, as America imported in 1809 million pounds of Yemeni coffee. So coffee prices rose from $56 to $75 at that time. In year 1802, Sir Home was appointed by Britain as its delegate in the Arabian Peninsula, arrived in Mocha, followed by Henry Salt in 1809. In 1817, Lieutenant Dominic was appointed as the British agent in Mocha. In 1819, Captain William Bruce, the British resident in Bushehr, arrived to Mocha to meet the Imam of Sana'a to conclude an agreement. In 1792, the English embassy in Istanbul sent a letter to the Ottoman Sultan informing him that the King of England's need for Yemeni coffee. Although in the year 1712, the Dutch managed to move the coffee cultivation to the eastern and western Armada Islands and to South America. The Yemeni coffee remained in the lead because of its quality. Today, through Mochasons, we strive to renew the history of the coffee and spice trade between Yemen and Britain, and we hope to gain your approval by tasting a unique and distinctive coffee. What distinguishes our coffee that we bring is, it is dried after being picked by exposing it to the sun, not through drying machines. This method gives it an indescribable flavor and taste as the peel is transmitted to the coffee bean, and it is purified manually, not through machines. This helps to check for the quality of each bean before the packing. For more information, do not hesitate to contact us at sales@mochasons.co.uk or visit our website www.mochasons.co.uk.